It's that time, boys. This guy's still alive. Yep. Hey. Yo, how's it going? I think I missed something. I think I missed something really important. I don't know what it is, guys. What did I miss? I went with Minnie on vacation and I missed something. What did I miss? I think I forgot something. Nothing important? Diablo 4 campfire? Oh shit, no, I missed the D4 campfire! Did you miss the usual starter builds drama though? No, I mean, I missed all the POE stuff.
Longer is better!
I'll come clean. This is what I've been spoiled on. I have heard the term Bloodline, but I don't know what it is. That's it. I know Bloodline is a thing that people are excited about, but I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. What else? Something about wands. Apparently something about wands. So yeah, anyway, today, obviously, I missed a lot. We're gonna go right into it. Yeah, we got a full React Andy stream today. I missed so much. But by the way, to be clear, I did mean to stream earlier, but had some big real life shit. Like,
hi,
okay.
I'm Mark Roberts, game director on Path of Exile. Breach is a beloved league that has had an iconic history in POE. We intend to honor that legacy with our first ever sequel league, Keepers of the Flame. In other areas, the gap between worlds is strained. Here, you'll find a more familiar encounter with a new twist. A massive breach hand sunders the space between dimensions, and touching it will open an unstable breach, causing monsters to flood in. If you can slaughter them quickly enough, you can stabilize the breach.
Wait.
This brazen action...
There's multiple types of the mechanic then? There's like a blight one, a breach one.
Can draw the attention of Vroon, Marshal of Zesht, who will do everything it can to stop you.
What the fuck?
Defeating this boss will permanently seal the breach, severing another connection between the Breachlord's world and Rayclast. These stabilized breaches are similar to what a breach once was, but with upgraded monsters, a success condition to shoot for, UI tracking to keep the player informed of their progress through the encounter, and satisfying feedback when you do manage to complete the encounter. We've taken all the lessons we've learned since the release of Breach 9 years ago and improved upon it in every way we can. On interacting with it, you'll find that this tree has a tree. That's right.
Classic.
It couldn't be Path of Exile unless the tree also had a tree. More importantly, the Genesis tree is an engine of unholy creation, and a profitable one. As you complete breach encounters and work more with Aelith, you'll be able to grow the Genesis tree larger and larger, sprouting additional limbs.
That's cool.
Each of these limbs, you'll notice, has their own inventories. These can be used for an unusual method of crafting new items. These graft skills can provide a flexible way to fill gaps in your build, offering everything from damage to potent defensive buffs and crowd control. For example, the battering all graft will call massive arms to erupt from the earth, stunning all those they hit.
What the fuck?
For some additional pack clearing power, you could consider the battering.
This craft will I'm gonna pause when there's like actual shit, okay? This is ethical pause. This is ethical. This craft will periodically target rare or unique enemies, calling forth massive hands. Oh, is it like the boom 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 slam from POE 2? Okay.
All graft will call massive arms to erupt from the earth, stunning all those they hit.
What the fuck?
For some additional pack clearing power, you could consider the Squalling Tool Graft. When commanded, this graft will cast Dance in the White, creating a deadly ice tornado, which aggressively seeks enemies and fires off bursts of ricocheting projectiles when you critically strike with skills. For some further utility and a useful buff, try out the Storming Ash Graft. This can be commanded to call down a ring of bolts from the sky that will leave behind the new Radiant Ground. Radiant Ground grants a potent damage buff to allies standing within it and makes their hit damage lucky. If you're simply after raw damage, look no further than the Erupting Zoth Graft, which causes massive eruptions of fire where you command, which then re-erupt when you Warcry. There are a total of 16 different graft types you can grow, each with their own skill. You can even unlock a second graft slot as you progress through Aelith's questline. so feel free to mix and match Flesh Zone horrors to your heart's content. Now,
This is so
crafts
weird.
aren't just here to make you stronger. They are also your means of feeding the Genesis.
It's like Val abilities, kind of, but like this reminds me of like a Diablo 4 style like buff. You know what I mean? It's like it's weird, but yeah, it is automated somewhat. So they have tried this stuff multiple times, and I would say it's failed every time. We had glove enchants. We have had shrine buffs, right? Like that was supposed to actually kill stuff. Val worked, to be fair. So, but the only reason Val skills worked was because they were broken. Notice not many people play with Val builds anymore. I feel like they're gonna be either OP or useless as fuck, right? Unless to be fair, the passive buff one seems okay because at least no matter what, it's giving you something, right, that you can use. Level 15 with 20k top end down. That's a lot, yeah. Hey, Steelmage, thanks for the raid, dude. According to Ziggy D, they are good, at least in the campaign. Yeah, Ziggy D's got a video we can watch after, like, way later. Yeah, no spoil, though. No spoil. This is, I'm losing my virginity right now to POE news. Okay.
Allocating this passive can result in Foulborn currencies. This Foulborn Exalted Orb, for instance, behaves as a normal Exalted Orb, except it guarantees a higher tier modifier. By locking out a large portion of the lower
Lamau, 11 to 19 fight at
rolls, a normal Exalted Orb would be able to hit. This passive can result in birth uniques becoming Foulborn, which mutates one of the existing modifiers on the item into a new one, resulting in some interesting new ways to use that unique. For example, this Foulborn Quill Rain no longer has increased projectile speed, but instead has increased area of effect. Another
like
Foulborn Quill Rain
almost
could replace the mana gained on hit with the much more powerful modifier where insufficient mana doesn't prevent your bow attacks.
Oh.
Here are some other examples. This passive even gives a rare chance for Foulborn uniques to have multiple different modifiers mutated. I'm sure you'll come up with some extremely powerful uses for these.
Yeah, way better.
So, ultimately, you'll be slaying masses of breach monsters, harvesting blood with the aid of your grafts, feeding that to the Genesis tree, growing some items and better grafts, and back again to the slaughter.
God, so wait. We went from no league in a year, and now we're getting like big dick, massive cock, like sequel leagues? That's fucking sick. That's sick, chat. That's sick. Okay.
In 327, Exiles will be able to absorb the power of some of the bosses they defeat. These take the form of new Ascendancy class options, called Bloodlines. Bloodline classes are a new means of character customization in the endgame. They are secondary Ascendancy classes that are unlocked by defeating specific endgame bosses.
Second is in not an alternative, but on top. Right?
They are allocated with your normal Ascendancy points.
Yeah, okay.
And you'll have to choose how many of your points go into the original Ascendancy and how many into your Bloodline class.
Huh?
This means there is a nigh limitless ability to mix and match here, as you could choose to invest just a couple points into your Bloodline, or max it out. And you could take any Bloodline with any base Ascendancy class that you see fit. To unlock your Bloodline, hunt down the endgame boss whose power you desire, and defeat them. Or have a friend help, and claim the power for your own. There are 10 Bloodline classes to discover. Bosses who offer this power are typically associated with past leagues, giving additional reasons to engage with that league content. Let's run over a few examples. The Chaos Bloodline will be offered to you by the Trial Master, if you manage to succeed his final challenge. With his blessing, you can greatly augment your Val skills in different ways. Priest of Yalmak lets you use Val skills much more often, while Priest of Kopek makes it harder to build up Val skills, but makes them far more
The Frasier stuff, right?
powerful. Or take Corruption's Embrace, which grants more Val Keystone powers.
It's not exactly the same as Frasier, but it's inspired by. Like, they had all of these ascendancies that were tested and then they removed them from the game. And they knew exactly what they did and how they fit into the game. So they decided to bring them back in the form of Bloodlines. Like there'll be new stuff as well, I assume. But I mean, this is the Templar thing. Shepherd of Souls, Everlasting Sacrifice, Sacrifice of Blood. What's Sacrifice of Blood? Life recovery grants blood barrier. Maximum blood barrier is equal to 30% of your life. Damage from it is taken from blood barrier. But that's fucking overpowered. Yeah, it's red. What the fuck? What, and it's 2 points? And every single character can use this? You need 8 corrupted items, but corrupted items are good.
With the Unseen Hand, you can...
What? What? What?
equip a third ring.
Just wait.
But you'll have to decide if that comes at the expense of having no amulet, no belt, or no flasks.
Dog shit. It's fucking dog shit. It's fucking dog shit. It's fucking dog shit.
As you can imagine, there are countless possible combinations with the system. You could be a slayer that embraces corruption and vile power, or perhaps you'll play an occultist that doubles down on their dark power by integrating the nameless bloodline. We are excited to see what crazy and interesting builds players come up with. In the most recent Path of Exile 2 expansion, the Third Edict, we introduced a much anticipated feature, fully asynchronous trade. It was a fantastic success, so now we're excited to announce that we'll also be adding this feature into Path of Exile 1. When you reach Act 6, you'll be able to find Faustus in Lion Eye's Watch. Previously, he just operated the currency exchange. Now, he will also act as a steward for your merchants tabs.
Alright. Poggers. Alright, next video then. Next video, chat. Wait, are you ready?
You should go. Good night, mates. It's me, Ziggy. Fucking day!
Host the Q&A. I had a few hours to try some hands-on with the new Keepers of the Flame expansion. Thanks to GGG for flying me out there. So let's roll up a witch and mess with the newly buffed ones.
The hardcore variations of Keepers are parented to the standard Keepers equivalent, meaning if you die in hardcore Keepers, you can continue on in standard Keepers. I hope this means we get more hardcore players. That is big dick for hardcore trade if it brings more people into hardcore trade. It also means people won't rip stuff on purpose into standard. So lame. Do people not like this? I think this is good. I feel like this is a W. Lame shit. Well, the thing is, the people who only play hardcore are still dead. Like, chat, the reality is, if I die in hardcore, I'm dead. I died. It's over. So this means you get more people trying out hardcore with like less penalty for doing so, right? Because they can know in theory play hardcore, see if they like it, and if they don't, they can get some of their time back. Not all of it. You're still gonna lose a bunch of shit because I think you'll lose gold. You'll lose meta progression, right? But you can migrate a lot of that. You can migrate a decent chunk of that. 5 stash type affinities, incubators, scouting reports, ritual items, Ooh, okay. I didn't know about this. Yeah, I'm thinking hardcore SSF Wonder League start is what I'm thinking right now. Abyss Scarab of Edifice. Oh, there it is. Abyss Scarab of Edifice no longer causes abyss in the areas to spawn hordes, and now causes abyss pits in the area that do not lead to adepts or spawn a trove. Will spawn a mana spires. So this is just dead now. Yeah, rip abyss. In mounting modifiers, now grants 5% increase rare monsters. Previously increased effect of explicit modifiers. I actually like this for hardcore. I think map mod effect is fucking cancer, and I hate it, but it's mandatory because it's OP. So I actually like this for hardcore. It was so cancer doing like 100% map effect, and then you have like, you know, minus 40% max res or something stupid. Easy equals good. It does in a way, because the thing is, right, map mod effect breaks the game in such a way that it makes it like cancerous. Because like, for example, 2 additional projectiles is already fucked up, right? But like, doubling that makes it so fucking insane. It's stupid. And you can apply the same logic to max res, less regen, right? like less recovery. Like a lot of these things are fine until you scale them with map effect. So I think this is a huge buff for hardcore. I think softcore players will come to appreciate this because one, you're still gonna make the same amount of profit. Like yes, you'll get less loot, but that also makes that loot more valuable. And secondly, less cancer, like less ass cancer, because it's still, the game's still going to be decently hard. It's just going to be less cancer. These mods scaled to the point where the game was no longer like, you know, the map mods got so out of control that you had to literally one-shot everything. Otherwise, you would get one-shot because, you know, we're talking like 8 additional projectiles, fucking 60 minus max res, no auras, no recovery, right? So absolute ass cancer. Like, adjusting this ass cancer to be less ass cancer is good. Kill or be killed. Yeah, I think it's pure softcore degeneracy. I think it's retarded gameplay. I think it's fucking stupid. So I think this is a good change for the game. I really do.
If monkeys have one banana, banana rare, banana valuable. But if monkeys grow more bananas, banana become common, banana not as valuable.
Yes, we're getting less bananas, but those bananas will have more value, and we no longer need to punch ourselves in the dick. Because the gameplay was equivalent to this. It's not a you get less bananas situation, it's a less bananas exist situation. Exactly. But what if we like it? I mean, you can probably still punch yourself in the dick if you really want, but you don't have to anymore, is the point. I spent all that time last league learning how to do betrayal. And then they fucking killed Graft? Bro, what? Bro, come on, brother. Hey, you know what? Hey, it is what it is. I never even got anything I wanted. Like, I got tier 0s from it, but they were like the wrong tier 0s, you know? Wait, isn't this good? Holy shit. They buffed Harvest? Huh? Ooh, wow. They killed Rogue Exile farming probably, right? Oh, is this why? Oh, gigantic. Oh, wow. Less banana though, Chad, right? Less banana. That is pretty brutal. I'm not gonna bullshit you. That is pretty nasty. Oh, no. Ah! Less banana. No. Okay, so this is the first. Okay, okay, I'm scared. Now I'm scared. Minion attacks now inherently always hit. That's good for minion cooks. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I feel like they didn't nerf slams at all because Earthshatter was already like really strong and already the better one. I haven't seen the Bloodline stuff. No, I'm gonna go over that next. I mean, just play Earthshatter. Earthshatter's the best league starter still, like by far, right? Like, all right. So this is the big dick, though, right? This is the main power creep, I assume. Okay. I mean, this is minion cuck shit, so I don't like it. Lycia. So you've got increased effect of curses, create profane ground instead of cult ground. Profane ground you create inflicts malediction. Profane ground also affects you and your allies, granting chaotic might. Does it also apply malediction to you? Because if it does, that's stupid. I assume not. It says enemies. So wait, this node is essentially 100% increased crit, 10% curse effect, 10% reduced damage taken, 10% increased damage dealt, and 30% physics extra chaos, basically. But no cult ground. That's very nice, actually. 2% more buff effect for every 1% of maximum mana they reserve. But that's, so in other words, let's say a Herald takes half your mana, it's 100% buff effect, right? Is this for your other auras or to increase reservation? Oh, just to make it like more expensive. So so a Herald, which is 25%, can fully reserve your mana. In other words, you can make it so it has 200% a buff effect. I don't really care about the video because isn't it like pointless? It probably won't function how Junk has made. The video is probably completely pointless, right? Because GGG will just like fuck it in the ass. Yeah, I understand he explains the Herald tick, but or it's either bait or gonna be removed from the game. I mean, Jung knows the power he has, so he just makes those videos to like troll almost. I feel like League starting a Jung Roan build is risky business. If you have to choose, would you date Quinn or Mathel? If I had to choose, huh? Alright. I think, okay, here's the plan. I'm gonna play slams and then find a new build. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it could be one. At the moment, it's looking like a wonder, but I think that's the plan. My exact plan. Yeah, I mean, it sounds good. Sounds good. I mean, wonders are getting giga buffed, new skills. Just start wonder, you coward. Nah, dude. Come on, you gotta admit, wonders would want gear, and I can get so much gear if I play slams. Even if I play, okay, here's the thing. If I play slams for a day, it makes wanding 100 times better. If I play it for a week, that's cringe, but it also makes it better. I'm just gonna play slams for like until 4 stones ideally, and then reroll. I think that's the plan.